Hi guys! So, I bet none of you are wondering, but at marching band camp, it was frat boy day, and so I dressed up as a frat boy, and that's why I was wearing this flannel, but, it got hot. It was marching outside for 6 hours. Gets hot. But yeah, that's why I'm dressed like this. Not that any of you cared, but, if you want, go check out the Black Swan. It's a marching show, and that's what I'm doing right now. And it is so cool. It is so cool. I love it. You should go check it out. I'll link it down in the description. Okay, now I'm going to move on to what I actually want to talk about with this. And that is, of course, High School Musical episode 2 of season 3. It was not good. It was not good. There will be spoilers. I feel like this episode might have been slightly more fun. Slightly. I loved the singing. I loved the audition process. That was really cool because it was all just singing. But any of the other stuff wasn't very good, as normal. The Gina song was very bizarre. I don't know what the point of it really was. It was a good song. It was sung well. The dancing was really, really cool as someone who cannot dance. But, I don't really understand the point of that. At first I thought it was a dream, which would have been super cool and made sense with the plot, but it just randomly was like a Gina music video, and I didn't have a problem with it with Ricky's, because it actually had something to do with the plot, and I don't really feel like this song really did, but, whatever. The new guy, I can't remember what his name is. It's something weird, though. I don't know. It's like a dog's name. I think it's Jet. I've only heard of a dog being named Jet. But, it's weird. I don't really know why his name is that. But he's a good singer. I don't know anything about him, but, he sings really well. And then I don't know. Yeah, the acting was, overacted, but that's what you have to expect with this show now. Oh, my hair's crazy. Uh, it's just, it's all crazy, and, I don't really like the love triangle thing they're trying to do with Ricky. I feel like it's weird and unneeded, and also love triangles are never good. If Percy Jackson couldn't do it, you can't either. Because, Percy Jackson is the best thing in the world. Just speaking facts. Yeah. Not the best episode. Not the worst episode, though. Silly acting. Dumb plot. The plot with Nini was... at least had some part of it that made sense, and it was actually added to her character, which was nice. We got to learn who Nini's donor was, which I never asked that question in my life, but, I also don't really care about that question. But it was done well. It was the best part of the episode, because I didn't feel ultimately like I wanted to die inside watching it. I really hate on this show. I keep watching it because it is so remarkably bad. I don't even understand how it still has a fan base and how it's still going. But but I feel like some parts are really good, like the music, and how cringy it is. But I don't think it's a blatantly awful. I actually that's okay. I have fun watching it. Do I think it's good? Absolutely not. But I have fun watching it, and I feel really bad for crapping on this show so much. It's become basically my whole channel is praising Percy Jackson and not praising High School Musical. I talk about the show so much, it's actually become like a personality trait for me. It's pretty bad. Like, I compare things to it. It's like, it's not as bad as the High School Musical show, or it was better than that, or, which is kind of sad. I feel bad. I feel bad. No one involved in this show will ever watch this video, but I feel bad still because they put a lot of time and effort, and the things they do well are done really, really well. It's just they have started taking themselves a little bit too seriously, in my opinion. They are, I think, somewhat going back to the overall. They're not taking themselves as seriously as season 2, which is nice because season 2, I wanted to poke my eyes out with a pitchfork. I was getting angry towards the end of season 2. Well, it's still fun. It's still a fun show. It's just bizarre, and I don't know why anything's happening. Yeah, it's not a bad show, but actually, it's not a blatantly terrible show in all ways. There are parts that I think are awful, just not good. Like the comedy, 99.9% of the time, I do not laugh. Unless it's a self-aware joke. Like there was one with the name of, like, what are they doing? Sorry, Rue walked into the room. There was a joke about, like, what are they gonna name the Disney Plus documentary thing or whatever is going on with that? I don't even know. And they're like, the name would never be that long. It's too complicated. And I actually did laugh at that. So did my mom. We thought that was the best joke in the show. Which is kind of sad, but low expectations for this show right now. And I did generally enjoy it the first season. I thought it was really fun. It was weird and wacky, but that's what you expect when a show is named High School Musical, the musical series. But it's not I didn't think it was blatantly terrible in any way. Then season 2, got much, much, much worse. And then now season 3, where I feel like they're trying to get back on their feet, but they're just missing the mark. I don't know. I really do hope the show gets better, and I don't know what they're gonna do with this show, or if they're even gonna continue with this show at this point, but I really do hope that it gets better, and because a lot of these actors are doing a good job. The music is really good, and the song in this episode, I do not remember what the episode what the song is called. I do not remember at all, but it is really, really good. I did like that song a lot. But yeah, I liked that song. It's not the best song in the show. That still is, Wondering and Finally Free. I do really like those songs, actually. I feel like they really did a good job. And that's probably just because they sound like regular songs and aren't High School Musical-y. Same with the song in this episode. But, I do think there are still parts of this show that are at least good. That's the music. Or aren't. There are parts of this show that aren't absolutely terrible. There are parts of this show that are absolutely terrible, though. And I don't know. I really hope that this show doesn't hurt any of these actors or songwriters or whoever is involved. I really hope that they find other work, because they do a good job, mostly. They're good singers. If they were given better dialogue, they would probably be better actors, to be honest. It's just the really core parts of this show, which are character development and writing. Mostly the writing. The writing is trash. But yeah, I feel bad talking about this show in such a bad way, because, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I hate on it so much, and it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's by far even in the middle. And now another person went into this room. Okay. Well, that's really it. I'm sorry, I had to stop there. But, yeah, I don't think this show is... At this point, I don't have a feeling it's going to get any better, which is kind of sad. But hopefully it does. I feel like they're doing okay stuff with it. Or just awful stuff. And I would wish that they could just, if they tweak just a little bit of stuff in this show, it could be something great. We saw it be pretty good in the first season, and then it's just slowly been going downhill, which makes me kind of sad, because I generally did enjoy it. Yeah, that's really it. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you all 3000. Yeah, stay safe.